Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. This presentation addresses the diagnostic trouble code B1235, also referred to as DTC Indicator 42, which identifies a problem within the air mix control motor circuit, including the linkage, door, or the motor itself, specifically concerning the driver's side of the Honda Accord, model years 2017 to 2023. The air mix control motor is an essential component that regulates the temperature of the air entering the cabin, ensuring optimal comfort for the occupants. It is located within the HVAC, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system, connected through a series of wires and connectors that may be susceptible to issues over time. The climate control unit manages various aspects of the vehicle's interior environment, including temperature, humidity, and air distribution. When a fault is detected, it triggers the B1235 code, prompting the need for thorough diagnostics to identify and resolve the underlying issue. DTC B1235 indicates a malfunction in the air mix control motor circuit, as well as potential problems with the linkage, the door mechanism, or the motor that operates these components on the driver's side of the vehicle. The air mix control motor plays a crucial role in adjusting the temperature of the air flowing into the cabin, effectively mixing warm and cool air to achieve the desired climate set by the driver. The location of this component is typically within the dashboard, connected to the climate control unit via various wiring harnesses that can suffer from wear or damage. Additionally, the linkage is the mechanical aspect that connects the motor to the air distribution doors, allowing for adjustments to airflow direction and temperature. Identifying the exact point of failure in this system is vital for restoring proper functionality. Several issues may lead to the triggering of DTC B1235. One primary cause is loose or damaged connections that can disrupt the electrical flow between components. This could manifest as an intermittent signal loss that affects the air mix control motor's ability to operate correctly. Additionally, open wires in critical circuits, especially the M-Hot DR or M-Cool DR lines, can prevent the motor from receiving necessary power and signals, leading to failure. Shorted wires can also cause direct connections to ground, which may result in improper functioning of the system. Each possible failure point needs to be systematically checked to determine the root cause of the fault and rectify it effectively. The presence of DTC B1235 can present several noticeable symptoms for the driver. One of the most common indicators is erratic temperature control, where the climate settings do not respond as expected. This could result in hot air blowing when cool air is desired, or vice versa, leading to a very uncomfortable driving experience. Inconsistent airflow may also be observed, where air distribution feels uneven or non-existent from certain vents due to the malfunctioning air mix control system. Moreover, the check engine light or DTC warning light on the dashboard would typically illuminate, indicating to the driver that there is a fault within the climate control system that needs to be addressed. Recognizing these symptoms is key to initiating a proper diagnostic process. The first step in troubleshooting DTC B1235 is to clear the existing diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS tool. This process helps reset the system, removing any previous faults on record. After clearing the codes, turn the vehicle to the off/lock mode and then back to the on mode. This transition helps the system reinitialize and prepares it for a self-diagnostic function that can be run through the climate control unit. Following this, check for any DTCs that reappear. If DTC B1235 or 42 shows up again, this indicates that the fault is repeating, necessitating further investigation into the air mix control motor and associated circuits. In the second troubleshooting step for DTC B1235, the technician must check for any potential open wire conditions in the MHOT DR line. To facilitate this, turn the vehicle to the off lock mode and disconnect the climate control unit connector B24P and the driver's air mix control motor 5P connector. Once these connectors are detached, ensure that continuity exists between the designated test points, specifically checking between climate control unit connector B number 13 and driver's air mix control motor 5P connector terminal number 1. This will confirm if the wire is intact or if there is an open circuit requiring repair. Identifying any breaks or faults in the wire is a crucial step towards restoring functionality. The third step in the troubleshooting process involves verifying the integrity of the M-Cool DR line. Again, ensure that the vehicle is in the off lock mode and that the connectors have been properly disconnected as established in the previous steps. Check for continuity between test points, which consists of verifying connection from climate control unit connector B number 14 to the driver's air mix control motor 5P connector terminal number 2. If continuity is present, it indicates that the M-Cool DR wire is functional, allowing for proper signals to be transmitted to the motor. If continuity is absent, then an open wire condition exists that must be addressed to enable the air mix control system to work properly. In this fourth troubleshooting step, the focus shifts to checking for potential shorted wires within the MHOT DR line. Keeping the climate control unit connector B24P and driver's air mix control motor 5P connector disconnected. Again, verify the continuity between the specified test points. Test point 1 is climate control unit connector B number 13, while test point 2 is a body ground connection. If continuity exists in this case, it indicates that there is a short to ground in the MHOT DR wire, which requires immediate repair. If no continuity is present, the circuit is deemed okay and can proceed to the next step in the investigation. The fifth step entails checking for shorts in the M-Cool DR line, mirroring the process in the previous step. Ensure that the vehicle remains in the off lock mode and that the appropriate connectors are disconnected before starting the test. This time, check the continuity between climate control unit connector B number 14 and a body ground connection. If continuity is confirmed, it indicates a short to ground within the M-Cool DR wire, necessitating repairs to eliminate the short. In contrast, if there is no continuity, the wire is confirmed as functional and the next subsequent step can be carried out in the diagnostic process. In the final troubleshooting step, the technician will focus on the driver's air mix control motor itself. It is essential to test this motor to determine whether it is functional or needs replacement. If the motor is found to be operational, it would then indicate that the problem lies within the climate control unit, which would require replacement to restore system functionality. However, if the motor tests negative, then repairs may need to be made on the driver's air mix control linkage or door. Addressing these components is crucial as they physically manipulate the airflow and temperature being delivered to the vehicle cabin. Accurate diagnosis of the motor function is vital for ensuring that any corrective actions effectively rectify the issue. Upon completion of all repairs associated with DTC B1235, it is critical to perform a final verification process. This includes ensuring that all repaired components are functioning correctly and that any replaced parts, such as the air mix control motor or climate control unit, operate as expected. Conduct a system functionality check to confirm that the climate control system responds accurately to input settings. providing the appropriate air temperature and flow. It is also imperative to clear any diagnostic trouble codes once more and conduct a short driving test to verify that DTC B1235 does not return. This verification step ensures that the issue has been effectively resolved and that the vehicle is safe and comfortable for continued operation. To prevent issues like DTC B1235 from occurring in the future, implementing regular preventive maintenance is essential. Routine checks on the climate control system, including its electrical components, can help identify potential weak points before they develop into significant problems. This includes inspecting wiring and connectors for signs of wear, damage, or corrosion that can lead to failures in the air mix control system. Utilizing quality replacement parts is equally important when repairs are necessary, as inferior components may lead to further complications down the line. Adopting good maintenance practices not only enhances system longevity, but also contributes to a consistently comfortable driving experience. In conclusion, understanding DTC B1235 and its implications is vital for maintaining the air mix control system's integrity within the Honda Accord. Following a systematic troubleshooting approach as outlined allows for accurate identification and resolution of the underlying issues. From verifying the diagnostic codes and continuity checks to ultimately assessing the motor's operational status, each step is designed to pinpoint the exact failure cause. Additionally, embracing regular maintenance checks can substantially mitigate the risk of such malfunctions occurring in the future. By applying the information from this presentation, technicians can ensure the vehicle remains in optimal condition and provides a comfortable driving environment for its occupants. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.